Who are the Hebrews today? Who are the Jews today? There's so much confusion around who they are. I thought I'd do a teaching on it to clear some confusion up. If you'd like to learn more, stick around. Hi, I'm Isaac, a bondservant of Yeshua. Welcome to the Turn Israel community. This is a ministry where we seek relationship with Yeshua, we study the Bible, we learn about Torah. The word Hebrew was first used to describe Abraham. Genesis 14:13. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt by the terebinth trees of Mamre the Amorite, brother of Eshcol and brother of Aner, and they were allies with Abram. The word Hebrew in Hebrew is the word avri and comes from the word aver. The word aver in English is pronounced Eber. Hebrew means from Eber. Abraham was the sixth generation from Eber, who was a great-grandson of Shem. Hebrew means crossed over, and Abraham is the first one who's called a Hebrew. Even though this term could have applied to some before him, biblically speaking, we can only apply it to Abraham and those who come after him. By definition, a Hebrew is someone who comes from Abraham. Abraham had 8 sons: Isaac, Ishmael, Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. This means the Hebrews would include the Israelites, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, the Edomites, the Midianites, and some Africans. This is a large people group, and it's important to understand this does not refer to only Israelites. Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac had Jacob, and Jacob's name was changed to Israel by God. Genesis 32:27-28. So he said to him, "What is your name?" He said, "Jacob." And he said, "Your name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men, and have prevailed." The 12 tribes of Israel came from Jacob. Thus, an Israelite is someone who came from Jacob. However, I want to point out here that we do believe anybody, no matter their ethnicity or their father or mother, can be adopted into the family of Israel and become a member of the kingdom of God. At the end of the day, our bloodline doesn't matter, but what matters is our faith. However, it's important to understand that these physical bloodlines do define the words and terms that we use biblically. The word Jew is first used in Esther 2:5. It is the Hebrew word Yehudi and comes from Yehuda or Judah. Jew is someone who comes from the tribe of Judah. However, it would later be expanded to incorporate multiple tribes, including the tribe of Simeon, Benjamin, and Levi. Later on, Judah would be a reference to the southern kingdom, and so Jew were those who came from the southern kingdom. For example, Paul was a Benjamite from the tribe of Benjamin, but he was a Jew. He was also an Israelite because the Jews are a subset of Israelites. He was also a Hebrew because the Israelites are a subset of the Hebrews. It is important to understand that the Jews today come from these tribes: Simeon, Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. Mostly Judah, but they do have some from the other tribes. There are those today who claim that the Jews today are fake. It comes, ironically, from a theory written by a white supremacist, a man who thought that every person of color was inferior to the white man. Yet this theory has been mostly quoted by African Americans today, unknowingly quoting a white supremacist as the leader of their theory. The truth is that this theory that all Hebrews are minorities, or all Hebrews are African, or whatever the case, is a theory based in racism and has been strongly disproven by scholars today and is almost unanimously rejected by scholars. The truth is that God created all of our skin colors. God created all of us, and He loves us all as children. It does not matter what skin color we have. It matters what heart we have. We should not use the color of our brother's skin to in any way infer some sense of judgment or to look down on them, to shame them. Remember that if you shame your brother, you're shaming the Messiah. And if you shame a believer in Yeshua because of the color of his skin, you're shaming the Messiah. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. if you're doing that. Brothers, let us walk in love. Let us love each other, and let us not seek to separate because of stupid things like skin color. If you're proud that you have black skin, or white skin, or tan skin, that's great. That's fine. If you're proud of your heritage, of your ethnicity, of your culture, that's fine. That's great. If you're proud of your language, that's fine. But don't use it to cut down others. Don't use it to make them less than you. If you're strong, you shouldn't have to make others appear weak in order to be strong. If you're an Israelite, a Hebrew, or a Jew, or even if you're not and you're adopted in, you don't in any way have to put others down in order to prove a point of who you are. You are who you are first and foremost because of the Father. The Father had mercy and grace and showed you love, sent his Son to die for you so that you could receive grace, mercy, love, and kindness. Do not mock this gift by turning it into a form of hatred about other believers, claiming they're fake Jews. You quote one verse and you claim it till you spread your hatred and your false statements about my brothers, the Jews. I am a Jew, but that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because we should not in any way use our heritage, no matter what it is, to spread hate or to spread lies. Let's love each other. Let's walk in unity. Let's walk together. Let's walk in love. Return to God. Remember Torah. Shalom.